Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I'm making this one on the August patch day, so of course we are going to take a look at the new event which is called Lucky Clash. So it's in the agency and it's a little bit smaller in scope apparently. It's also only running for 6 days, and we can immediately see that it'll take 140 points to get the final reward, which is apparently something called an IGC Garment Keeper. So it's a bit of a vanity item, I think, but very low in value. I would personally, I think, prefer to see a skin there. But then you also get a couple of boosters, some tank boosters 1, 2 and 3 at several point phases, and you can earn up to 36 points a day, which means that in 4 days you can actually get the final reward. The goals are destroy ships belonging to one of the pirate factions, 10 of them, collect 1 million in bounty. In Heisek this can take a bit more time. And then also destroys 10 pirates in a battle cruiser, and betting on red, locate and complete the Lucky Clash site. So I think that the best way to go about this is going to be to grab a battle cruiser, look for a Lucky Clash site, which are, for instance, right here on the overview. So this is your standard sites for these events. No need to scan them down or anything like that. Hopefully we can access them with a battle cruiser, and hopefully we'll find some rats in there. So this is a very quick first look. I don't know what to expect here, and we'll take a look at it, right? Just taking the Gnosis out, Gnosis without. It is super strong tank, but without a prop mod on this one. Maybe I'll switch that up later on. And so this is a Lucky Clash site. Okay. Just see a station here. Oh, I see a... interesting. Whoa, that does look good. A red tail shark. That means I think that will take the drones and the missiles. I'm being webbed, so I'm going to launch that. Try and do a bit of an orbit. Maybe actually orbit at 1,000 or stay on approach. Without a prop mod, that's not too great a choice actually. You want to stay close in here to grab the loot, but red tail shark, there we go. So that's 10 points awarded, but I didn't see what kind of... It's very cool explosion. You are up against a battleship, and I should really add stop hiding all brackets. The reason I did this is because I took a quick look in Hakonen to see what was happening there. Unfortunately, no goons showed up, so nothing all too special to report here. And I don't think this is considered a pirate. That's still... So agency tank. So you do get a booster out of this. Let's try the other side as well, if I can still get there. Lucky Clash, go. Quick reload. What is this booster in the meantime? 2% armor repair, 2% shield booster, duration for 30 minutes. Okay. I don't think that this is a completely useless booster either, so not bad. And this is a Tech 1. I'm not sure if like Tech 2s can drop here from the sides as well, but let's take a look at it. So the focus here, they're trying to entice you with, well, you could say better rewards or maybe easier rewards to get by dropping boosters right from the rat in here. For alpha clones, I think that this could be quite interesting. Here's another red tail shark. Let's do a quick show info. Just says show info red tail shark. Nothing too special to report on that one. But you are up against a cool looking battleship, and so something pretty unusual, I think, for an alpha clone to have to go after. So let's just attack that one. Maybe there will be other types of rats here as well, but they are not considered pirates, and so they don't count towards the rest of the quests for the agency for the Lucky Clash. So let's finish this one off. Another nice explosion. Does look really cool. And the wreck, hasn't that one been generated yet? Extra long explosion on this one. And here is the wreck at 8 kilometers. So okay, first impression of the Lucky Clash here so far. I think it's gonna be a little bit easier to get everything done. It's also much smaller in scope, and basically the boosters, more boosters, I think are a good way to make this somewhat worth it. If these boosters become useful later on, you know, you don't just drop them all the time, then they'll actually find a decent price, I think. And it could be interesting from that perspective to try and farm some of those and then try to sell them at the right time. So play the market with that a little bit as well. But the other quests, yeah, you'll need to go look for some more stuff to do. So let's maybe see if I can complete this. So that's one done. 22 hours now. That's a little bit better as well. Used to be 23 hours. Now you basically have another 2 hours to fully complete all of these. And then if you come online at the same time, it's still not a problem. So another small improvement here. CCP does seem to listen to us. We need to find 10 rats first of all to destroy. So I think one of the more efficient ways to do this could be to just go look for 10 belt rats at this point in your battle cruiser. No need to find a vigil or a watch, which granted would solve all 3 quests in no time. But this gives you the time, basically, the option basically to find very easy rats to kill in your battle cruiser without having to worry about finding the right site. Get those 10 out of the way, and then you can focus on some actual exploration to grab your 1 million ISK in bounties. I basically think that that's how I would go about doing this. And yeah, this belt is empty, so that's what I'm going to do next. We'll take a quick look at how much time this actually takes me to finish this off. The disadvantage, a battle cruiser is pretty slow in the warp, so if you could do this again in what was my favorite ship to run the agency in, at least the biggest part of it was in the Confessor. Very fast warp, quick to handle, lots of the different combat sites. That was absolutely perfect. So I'm not sure if putting the battle cruiser here is the right way to go about it. Maybe they should challenge us and for instance do finish a Lucky Clash site in a frigate. That would be something that would be challenging. Maybe even an alpha clone would ask 1 or 2 buddies to do that, rather than force alpha clones into the Gnosis if they want these points. And this is probably going to be your most time consuming quest as well. That is to find those 10 rats and finish them off with your battle cruiser. Still, here are the first 2 on the menu. So that's 1 down, and I've got a Sasha Enslaver as well. Let's blab that one and go to the next belt. Yeah, 10 rats. It's you could go look for an actual exploration site, a combat site, but I wouldn't do that in the battle cruiser. It takes too much time to warp. Too many sites would have to be skipped. But I would want to get rid of the battle cruiser quest first. And so from that perspective, I think that there could be better quests to find if you want to make them maybe a bit more challenging or ship specific. I would, for instance, I think really like to try to handle the Lucky Clash site in a frigate. Could be very interesting. And again, for alpha clones, if it's too hard, then just make sure that you can also do this with like 2 people or something like that. That would work as well. So next 3 coming up. Another Sasha Plague and another Sasha Enslaver, who's already attacked by my drones. That puts me at 5. Return my drones and we'll go to the next belt. All right, I was actually decently lucky. 3 belts, 5 rats. That is actually decently lucky, but I think that this will be the most efficient way to do 2 quests, including the most annoying one, the one with the battle cruiser. And then you can give yourself 1.5 hours to find 1 million ISK in bounty. I don't think that that's going to be much of a problem. You could quickly look pretty lucky here on the next belt as well, but you could basically do a bit of ratting in nullsec, or you could do some active exploration as well. Just looking for any combat site, which again I would then probably grab a quick confessor so that I could also grab these bounties, for instance, from some refuges, and then maybe some drone sites. Those are pretty common and will often be skipped by other players. So that puts me at 8. We just need to find 2 more. And then, oops, go drones, do that. Very nice. Puts me at 8. Next belt. Once they're in. There we go. We'll finish that off, and I don't think that I'll add the whole exploration thing, although that could be interesting as well, because exploration should be improved for the bookmarking and the persistent signatures. Yeah, just for a quick first look at the Lucky Clash here, I think completing those 3 quests will be good enough. And my first impressions on this, okay, general improvements for these types of events. This can definitely still be scaled up as well. The real question, of course, is will these rewards be enough for players? At this point, though, it does feel like it's going to be very little effort to grab those rewards. Just finish all of this for 4 days. That is not too much. I think that'll maybe mean 3 hours. At most, if you're a bit unlucky, 4 hours of playing EVE Online. That over the course of 6 days is definitely doable. I think that adding more boosters and adding the boosters to the event site will help make this a bit of a better event to run from a financial standpoint. The question is, will it be enough? Of course, I think personally I would prefer to see something a bit more rare as the final. Let's go. Warp within 0 as the final reward, but it also looks like a container, so maybe better than carrying a closet. So maybe these will have like a set of clothes or something like that in them. That is still possible as well. So special edition commodities, not sure exactly what's going to be in this one. So that's maybe the one mystery. That's actually maybe not bad, right? Keep this a mystery. What exactly is in this IGC Garment Keeper, or is that the novel item itself? Might just help with enticing people to want to find out and to do the site from that perspective. If you decide to not participate in the first 3 days, you'll be out of luck and you won't be able to get the final reward. So if you want in on that, I do suggest you try to complete these quests as quickly as possible. These missions, we'll call them missions in EVE Online. Quests, that's for Guild Wars 2, which part of me wants to maybe check out, just don't know if I'll have the time for that, but that's a completely different topic. Here are the final rats that I'm looking for. So let's drop my small ones. Let's target these guys. And then let's blow them all to bits. How do I have the range on this? 27 kilometers. Nope. So I basically just sent my drones out. But that's still okay as well. They'll be fast enough. As those guys do want to attack me. So we'll just finish all of these guys off. Blap. Gnosis one-shotting these frigates. That is pretty good and cool. So let's destroy that one as well. And there we go. Return to drone bay, load up, and the first 3 quests are done in like less than 15 minutes, which now gives me plenty of time to finish Bountiful Prey. Just need like 800,000 more ISK, not that hard to do. I'll personally just do a bit of exploration for this, no problem whatsoever. And then if I come back online at the same time, it will be no problem. All these quests should be available for me once again. So there you go, guys. I am heading back home. Let's find my Astra Hoos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.